Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well despite everything that happened with FTX. Stay safe out there, man. That's all I can say. Don't have too many funds on any exchange. As you can see, anything can happen. I personally think they will get back the funds to the users, but yeah, it will probably take some time. But anyways, I will give my thoughts on Bitcoin here. Since yeah, quite a lot has happened in the past few days, especially yesterday and today. So I'll give my thoughts: high time frame, low time frame, explain some game plans, some trade ideas that I'm watching. So yeah, let's get right into it. Okay. I'm gonna start off so I'm gonna be using the Bitstamp chart. Why? Simply because it has more price action from back in 2017, and that's an interesting take. I wanna have a look at, because yeah, obviously we're dumping, and so we gotta look at the levels where Bitcoin has traded in the past, which was a 2017 all-time high. Okay, and if you take a look at this price action right here, okay, there's a couple interesting levels in my opinion, that you can see. So we've pumped, okay, made a high, a little dump, new all-time high, new all-time high. Then from this high we made new lows. Okay, so from higher highs, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, here we made a lower low. Okay, lower high, this was the first lower high. So the first lower low and the first lower high, they give a pretty clear image, in my pretty clear view here, in my opinion, why this was a high that got swept into supply that led to new lows, and this was the first low after the dump, after all-time high. Okay, so I think those two levels are pretty key, and as you will see, if we draw a range between the two, boom, and then go a little bit to the right, you can see perfect tap on the mid-range, and then here these levels have been pivotal as well. Support all the way broke below, clean resistance broke back above, support and upside. Okay, and then resistance around mid-range, broke above, resistance, beautiful support, boom, and then back to another bull run. Okay, so now zooming, going back towards price action right now, those will be levels that I will be looking at. Okay, now marking out some more levels here. This low, in my opinion, is gonna be key. Why? Also, main reason because it was the low here back in June to the tick. Okay, we now swept those lows. Okay, which is a pretty good sign, but yeah, nothing to work with so far, obviously, but it's good to take a look at them. And then some more levels on the monthly that I'll be watching is July's candle. Okay, so if we mark out July low and July high, you will see that we haven't closed a single candle outside of those boundaries since. Okay, so we swept the highs and swept the lows, but we didn't close below. So that will be my trigger as for swings. If we close the monthly below this level, then I think we'll be trading lower back towards first target, this mid-range. If we don't and we manage to close above this level, I think we will be seeing upside back towards the upper half of the range. Okay, so purely for high time frame plays, a close below 18,750 would be bad. and probably send us all the way back towards that pivotal level that I marked earlier around 14k. And if we close above, then I think the draw will be to the upside towards 24, 25. Okay, and at that point we probably have a draw on liquidity towards these highs, but yeah, we'll have to see about that. Okay, so that's the main thing I'm watching on the higher time frame, right? Downside objectives: first 14k, clean close below 14k, then back all the way back towards 11, 12k. But yeah, way too early to talk about those, but if that happens, then I'll be looking for that. Okay, so let's zoom in a little bit now. What do we have on the daily, right? So those are those monthly levels. If we mark out our range on the daily, as our rules say, from the low after an impulse move, right, to the upside or downside, in this case downside, the first low that led to a bounce as a range low, and then the high after this low that led to the sweep back towards the lows as a range high, then we have a clean range. Okay, so I'm just gonna hide these levels for now, right? So you can clearly see range low is now swept, range high is unswept, and as you can see, this mid-range has been pivotal, right? So pivotal here, pivotal, pivotal, very clear right here. So was this the sweep that leads to a reversion back towards the highs? Nobody knows, right? We'll have to see about low time frame price action and high time frame closes. So as I said earlier, if we close high time frame, so in this case, if we close the weekly above, ideally I'd like to see this close above these lows, so above let's say 18.2, which also lines up with that monthly level. Then I think we have a good chance of retesting some higher supply, which is in this case this area, right? This was the sideways price action that led to the downside. So sideways price action, boom, nuke. People were accumulating shorts in this area. When price returns to that area, they're gonna defend that area, so will probably act as a resistance. So look for bearish price action there to short it back down. Or if they manage to break above, then if price returns to this area, people who were in shorts will want to close their positions, which results in buying pressure, and likely this area will act as support, and at that point I'll be targeting range high. Okay, so again, if price closes above these levels on the daily, let's say, or on the weekly, I think we'll be trading back to test this supply area. Above this supply area, I'll be very bullish. So above this mid-range and this supply, I'll be bullish towards range high. If we reject, look for shorts back towards the lows. Okay, now is this right here a good place to look for shorts? In my opinion, not. We've swept high time frame downside liquidity, so I would rather look for shorts on a retest of this area, or once we get a clean close below range low, and at that point targeting 14k. Now, as of my strategy, I don't like shorting into anything of this. I don't like breakout plays. I rather wait for a bearish sweep of some highs before shorting. So let's take a look at the lower time frames. All right, so as you know, this is our range low, but also that level on the high time frame. Go to the hourly. As I've posted this morning, it was do or die from this OTE. Okay, so OTE from the low to the high, look for longs on the retest of OTE. As you can see, that OTE lined up beautifully with this. I personally am in a scalp long here on Bitcoin. Yeah, this is Bitstamp, right? So these levels are slightly different than on Perp Place, but anyways, that doesn't matter for now. I was in a little long. I am in a little long, simply targeting these highs up here, right? And it's do or die here, in my opinion. I think if we break down, that we'll see another dump, possibly into 16.5, and then we'll have to see right there. Okay, so hold on, let me just take the, yeah, in this case it's cleaner. Right, so I posted this around this area. It's do or die. I think this area holds for now, and we'll be going for some highs. Sentiment is pretty damn bearish. So yeah, it's worth the risk here, in my opinion. Took something like this, get my stop slightly above the high, below, yeah, slightly above the high here and below OTE. And I'm targeting like right there. I think that's a pretty fair play if you ask me. So yeah, worth a shot. Going back to Bitstamp now. Okay. Let's see where OTE is resting. If this is the low, as you can see, OTE also lining up beautifully with this supply zone. So as I said, rather look for shorts on a retest of this area, right, than shorting into range low. Also, something I want to note is we barely have a wick to the upside on the daily candle, as well as on the 4 hour, as well as on the hourly. We also have a flat top, which very often get taken. Okay, so what I could see here, if we mark that out like this, is something where we do this, sweep the highs, maybe not even make it towards there, but then break back below and then go lower. Okay, that would make more sense to me than just straight breaking down from here. First taking some highs, trapping some people, and then heading lower. Okay, so yeah, that's basically it. That's what I'm watching. As I've said, on the high time frame, I'm looking for closes back within this range, which would likely lead to a move back towards range high. If we close below, these levels are the levels I'll be watching to the downside. So first objective will be slightly below 14k, and yeah, below that it's off to around 12k. But yeah, it's too early to talk about those. Let's see how this weekly closes and go from there. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope this helped. Again, I hope everyone's fine. If not, take some time off, leave the screen for a while, touch some grass, as they say. Big thanks to the sponsor of these videos, which is PrimeXBT. I'll have a link in the description. If you want to support me, if you like these kind of videos, feel free to make an account. Use the deposit bonus code GeorgeDepp. Leave a like, leave a sub, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.